Hey everybody, Zach here. Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we're going to do our classic SHIB update, but a little bit differently. We're going to talk about two different areas. So one, we're going to kind of flash back and look at quarter number 2 for SHIB and talk about some of the crazy gains it had in quarter number 2 compared to some other assets like Dogecoin. And speaking of Dogecoin, I don't know if you saw yesterday Elon Musk tweeting about that, created a video about that. You could see that on the far left there. The Doge father spoke yesterday. Didn't do anything drastically to the price, but still we covered it. So we're going to talk about that with SHIB, with the crazy gains it had in quarter number 2. And then we're also going to talk about the future of the NFT space. And there's something brewing here in the gaming area for SHIB. We're going to talk about that as well here. And we'll also do just a brief overview of the current price, where I see it going, where I think we can be by the end of the year. And so you're going to get all that in this video. Welcome in. If you're new, hopefully you get some value. If at any time you do, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you stay with us for the long term. And if you're coming back for a second time, third time, or many times, welcome back. And let's jump right into it. So this, first and foremost, just want to shout out somebody who follows the channel here, Raphael Holt. Check out these. How cool are these that he created here? And I'll be using these in some thumbnails. He said that I could. We had a little conversation about it. Super cool here. Really artistic. You could see he's got a series of them here. This is a Safe Moon one. Here's another Safe Moon one, and then this last one I believe is SHIB. Check this one out. Look at that. How cool is that? So thank you, Raphael. Appreciate that, and I will definitely use these in the future. So shout out to you, man. Okay, so let's get into this article because this is just crazy. You probably saw it on the thumbnail here. Shiba Inu outperformed Doge in quarter 2, posting 11,566,501% in returns. Now, to the current price, and I'll just kind of give you an idea here of what this is entailing here. So essentially, if you would have got into SHIB very early, at the earliest possible price, and sold at the top of the all-time high, this is your return. Okay, currently, if you would have got into the SHIB, if you would have got into SHIB very earliest known price, and sold right now, you'd make about 450%. I just found that on CoinMarketCap before I created this video. So essentially, these are the kind of returns you would have had if you'd have got in and sold way at the top. So Shiba Inu had an impressive performance in the second quarter, outperformed the original meme coin Dogecoin with a quarterly return of 11,566,501%. How about this one here? Purchasing $1 way back then and selling at the all-time high. Purchasing SHIB for $1 would have returned $456,929 when SHIB posted an all-time high of that 3791. Really, it posted a little bit higher all-time high, I believe, at least according to CoinMarketCap. It got up to the 3.8 level. So, but then it says SHIB is still in the bear territory, and there's that level that we talk about all the time, right? That 5.5 level as that macro support. So we could pop this out a little bit too. Vitalik Buterin, they kind of go back and kind of give you the history of what happened here. And there you can see all the way at the top, that's where we were right there. So Vitalik Buterin, co-founder of Ethereum, donates that $1 billion to India COVID relief by giving out the 50 SHIB tokens gifted to him by the project at the 13th of May 2021. And we saw that the price fell after that, but it really fell with the entire market as well. And it was kind of like a culmination of two things happening at once, I think. And you had actually three things. You had a bunch of other people just taking massive profits, and they weren't going to stay in it for the long term. And you could see SHIB has experienced an 82% pullback since Vitalik donated and burnt some of his SHIB. Of course, a lot of altcoins have seen similar pullbacks, some even more than that, right? And we'll scroll down here again, that 5.5 level, very important. And basically here they're talking about the daily MACD. It is crossed in a bullish manner, hinting of renewed buying interest, which is an interesting tidbit here. I do think we are going to get more buyers here at these levels, at these 6.6 levels. I don't think we're going to go much lower than this personally. I think we're going to bounce off this, especially when the market comes back. Right now, we're still kind of flat. A lot of uncertainty right now in the market. And, Once it comes back, I think the altcoins, like we always say here on the channel, they're going to fly past the gains of Bitcoin and Ethereum like they always do, right? If Bitcoin's up, say 5%, or Ethereum's up 5%, usually altcoins are up 8 to 10%. That's just usually how it works. It works the other way now too, right? So when Bitcoin's down 1 or 2%, you'll see, most altcoins will be down 4 or 5%, right? So it works both ways. So right now we're just going through that rough patch, and it's been a lot of red. So once it turns green, things will be on the up and up. So, all right, with that out of the way, let's take a look at this too. This is pretty neat. So Shiba Stadium, something special is brewing here, and I think this has a lot to do with what's the possibility of getting into the NFT space. Okay, and we don't know much about this yet. It says game to be revealed soon. We're going to have prize values per team of $6,000. This is USD too. 6,000. Second is 3,000. Third is 1,000. And you're also going to have prizes in all three assets: SHIB, Leash, and Bone. This is interesting. I don't know what's brewing here. I don't know what's to come of this, but this is very interesting because I think it's situated nicely within the NFT space, the gaming space, which are two areas where, I think, number one, crypto is going to have an impact in. Number two, I think they're just getting started. When you talk about esports, when you talk about the future of crypto having a place in esports, whether it's betting on these sports, whether it's the athletes themselves playing for crypto, right, competing against one another for crypto, I think it's kind of inevitable. It makes too much sense. And if holders of certain assets can also get into this area and play games for these type of rewards, especially if you're going to get rewards back in the token that you're all playing the game for, man, that's a really, really interesting idea. And I've said this from day one. I've always liked that SHIB has been interested in NFTs, and they had the art incubator. I think it's going to really bode well for them in the future. And this is something I just came across. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm actually going to retweet it here while I'm with you guys on the channel here. So there you go. Shiba Stadium, go check that out. All right, so real briefly, let's just take a look at where we're at right now. We're at the 6-7 level. And again, I think this is a great buying time. I think this is a time where, if you want to add on to your positions, if you want to hold, I think that's a good move too. I would be holding or buying these dips right now personally. And currently I'm holding right now. I just bought right at these levels a few days ago, and I'm pretty comfortable with where I'm at. But if you're still staying pat, or if you're just getting into this asset for the first time, I think it's a really good time. I don't think it's going to go much lower than this. As I mentioned, we've got that macro support down there at 5.5 level. But other than that, you're going to see the 6.7 level, 6.8 level really be a good place, I think, a few months from now to say, man, I wish I would have added more there. I mean, I really think that's going to happen. So, okay. All right, let's pop over here. And real quick, just before we get out of here, if you want to become a private member, we'd love to have you over there. It's the supporter level, insider level. That link's down in the description. All right, and hopefully you got some value. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I will see you in the next one.